Let's see. What's keeping Wander from falling off into the void? Absolutely nothing. Oh, I have some blocks on the underside of my base. That's confusing. It hurts pretty bad if I fall, but not that bad. Make an ender chest. Tie the backpack to a cabinet with a hopper. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's not that. We're looking at this. So we've still got a little bit left. We're actually getting pretty close to being able to finish off the Witch Seed and the Guardian Lily. And that'll give me a prestige point. It's interesting how little I am actually interested in prestige points to some degree. Oh. I'm actually getting kind of close to these. Exterminate the Wither. Okay. Oh, some of these are a little bit harder. Oh, yeah, Twilight... Lost Cities or Twilight Forest. Yeah, so those are a little bit later. So I want to make an ender pouch. And that requires... What am I missing? I think I actually have everything on me now. No, I'm missing the blaze powder. Okay, so how does this thing work? So is the ender pouch just an ender chest? I'm assuming it's just an ender chest. Oh! What's keeping my horse from falling off the edge? He's actually tied to the grinder. There's a horse grindstone. You know, the horse looks significantly less creepy today. I have no idea why. So it's an ender chest linked to all the white ender chests. Oh, cool. I guess I'll hold on to it. So it's the piggy bank. Okay. Yeah, so it's the piggy bank system. That's really all there is to say. So we should probably make a yo-yo. Because we can actually get a number of these down, too. A yo-yo and a lumber axe. Grab a bit of wood, though. And my mouse is turned off for reasons. Happens every time for some reason. Oh, right. I need the wood for stuff, but I should probably go power my electronics. Let's see. That's not the right variety. What is this? Ardite. Some of this stuff I'll have to get rid of. For good. But I can put some of these things away, like, right now, which is kind of nice. That's better. Now I got inventory space. It's copper. I just want to fill out this along the way. See, Ardite armor is good, no? I think it is, yeah. I'd have to figure out how that factors into my pre-existing armor sets. Because I'd want to switch their parts out than anything else. I have too many of these sticks. We could have another barrel pointed into that. That might not be a bad idea. Okay. Right. I've also got leaves. Can you add modifiers to armor like you can with the weapons? I can, and I already have to some degree. How's the durability doing? I know ecological's more useful on the armor than the weapons, because it come back slowly, but it comes back. I guess I'm going to open up the ender pouch again, move this over. How's my clay situation doing? I want as many of these bricks to be going as possible, because we're going to want to... We're going to want to go work on that fuel generator. Speaking of... What happened to my fuel generator? Or not fuel generator, it was a furnace. I made a fueled furnace, and then I put it somewhere. And then I've promptly forgotten where I put it, but I kind of need it now. I should probably melt these down. I don't need them at this point. I do not remember where I had my fueled furnace. I might just have to make another one if I can't find it. Not that that's actually the biggest of deals. Well, let's grab the spare furnaces. Can't smelt diamonds down. Pretty sure you can make liquid. I don't know. It's the energized smelter. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, energized smelter. Oh, no, it's not that I've made it. It's that I haven't made it yet, because basic control circuits are not easy. Steel, steel, glass, steel, and an osmium. Okay, so time to figure out how the heck we're getting osmium. Molten osmium. Molten osmium through that. There are straight-up osmium logs. Okay, so there's actually one of these things that I haven't made yet. So I gotta get molten osmium from something. Let's check osmium amber. What? I might have an osmium tree in retrospect. There it is. Okay, so for starters, how are these doing? I think I'm just gonna go back and burn all of my sticks and wood there. Use the search function to find items if you ever misplace them. Down here? Or is there another search function that I don't even know about? Okay. So back up. I needed... Oh, I know why I need osmium. I'd have to look in controls. Ah, inconvenience. Eh, that works. Okay. Right. We're gonna chuck osmium leaves into the void. Drop leather there. Okay. So we're making an energized furnace. Obviously requires control circuits, osmium ingots. Osmium ingots are kind of hard to come by. I think my best bet is start with this. Osmium amber. Just dump that in. Hopefully that'll melt down. Bottom J bar, double click it. Highlight matching items in the inventory you're looking in. Oh, but only that. Okay, so we want to look for, let's say, just... Ah, there we go. That's cool. Yeah, I had no idea. Like how there's an epic soundtrack and Wander just mutters about the inconvenience of hunger while chowing down on donuts. My character is turbo scurvy at this point. Okay. Ah, it won't let me do this. Gotta get a new melter. Well, have I used this one yet? No. So we want to do... I'm gonna do these two. Eventually I'll have multiple of these. Oh, what do you have in here? Molten obsidian. Is that enough? It says for 2 blocks. No, it's got 2 blocks. Perfect. Let's see. What are you going to do any more episodes of Round Guard? I would like to. I gotta find some time for it. I'm trying to finish this series currently, because, like, as it stands, Round Guard, I can come back to it whenever. Whenever my free time is, unless the game actually, like, comes out. And near as far as I can tell, it's not coming out for at least a little while. So I'm trying to prioritize the series that I've got, like, that are currently going, if that makes sense. And then, once I have more free time, I'd like to go back to it. Or if it comes out on Steam, then I'll go back to it as well. But probably expect at least another couple of runs before the new year rolls around. Everything is time-consuming. Guess let's go grab a, I'll put my hoppers around here somewhere. There they are. Now the other question is, where the heck did I put all my cabinets? I swear I had like a giant supply of cabinets for a while. And they have once again all just disappeared. Okay, now I've got an egregious amount of cabinets at the very least. Grab these. Go back. Go back up on clay. Run out of wood. Find more wood. This is why I need that energized furnace, so I don't have to manage this anymore. Because then what I do is probably just take a bunch of things that I need to specifically... run through the furnace and just chuck them all in a hopper and just let it go. Let's see. Been wondering, have you tried putting a hopper beneath a casting basin? I actually don't know if that works. I haven't tried it yet. I would like to. But I've been lazy. I don't know. I had other things. Okay, so energized smelter. So, steel casing requires steel ingots. We're on our way to getting steel. We specifically need molten steel, which is liquefacted coal. I'm just gonna clear some of this out. My poor inventories. Eventually I'll have some kind of unified situation, but still. And yeah, I'm aware I probably do in fact have steel sitting around somewhere, but I know I'm gonna need more. So, sure, I could go hunting for it. Whoop! I don't know where this dick came from. I thought my base was well lit. But I guess not. On the plus side, I came prepared. Alright, let's F7 up. Oh! Back corner right here. I've been pretty thorough about lighting everything, but not that right there. Okay. So, that was a bit surprising. I was not expecting to get smacked in the booty by a giant robot, but hey, you know what? Whatever. Let's see. Right. Let's just let that go. Go back over here. I could just make coal, but I think I'm just going to make nothing but coal amber. I don't actually know which liquefies better. Also, thank you, J-Rock, for the full bits. So we need, what, 2 more of these? Yeah, eventually I'll get that fully functional smeltery, but this works mostly fine. If this stuff does coal resin melt down? It looks like it does. Okay, cool. Keep pulling that out. Anything else? Right. I was going to toss the osmium acorns in here. That'll go for a while. Okay, so how are we doing on steel? We're doing good on steel. We just need steel bars. Hopefully that'll give me the steel I'm looking for. Shall move the poof out of the way. Feels like climbing around behind me around our comfy furniture that does not need to be here. Okay. So hopefully this block of steel can just be converted down into steel ingots. Perfect. Okay, so there's the steel casing. What do I need if I want to make more steel? Oh, glass. Glass is my limiting factor at this point. Okay, whatever. We'll leave that for a bit. All we need is 1. And we just have enough. Okay. So, how do I make a basic control circuit? Oh. Okay, so I need a block of redstone. And an... Okay. So I need a metallurgic infuser. Metallurgic infuser is actually really easy to make. We just need 2 furnaces, iron ingots, and osmium, which we have. There we go. Bam, done. Oh, I should go back for the... I should go back for osmium. I think that might have been all of my osmium. Oh, wait, no. My osmium's in my inventory. I wonder if you heard of Courage the Cowardly Dog. I have. I used to watch it very occasionally back in, when I was younger. Mostly elementary and middle school. I would have watched more of it, but it was on Cartoon Network? I think it was. And, my parents don't really like television that much. It just never really fit into our lifestyle to watch a whole lot of TV. And I'm mostly fine with that. And so we'd mostly only get exposed to Courage the Cowardly Dog. Specifically at, what was it? we go on like vacation and be in a hotel for a day or 2 or 3 or whatever, and specifically would spend our nights, you know, we'd be on a long road trip, get out of the car, get to the hotel, not really want to go anywhere, and so we'd sit around watching cartoons in the hotel. And that was always really lovely. I know for most people that's kind of a banal thing, but it made the mundane interesting, even if nowadays I'm like, man, I kind of wish I had done other things with my time, but that's it's life. Okay. So now we gotta get some redstones in this. Let's see. I don't know what made that noise-breaking sound. It's probably the animals. There we go. Minecraft's claws sure have gotten deep into water lately. So I was kind of explaining this earlier, but I'll reiterate it. The reason why I'm playing so much Minecraft right now is because I've got, like, 4 games coming out specifically in the next, like... No. It's more like 7 games coming out in the next week. And, that means I'm just not going to have free time after a certain point. And so, I figured, screw it, I'm just going to play a lot of Minecraft and then run out of time. Okay, so I can just put those in. That was not enough. Okay, that didn't count. So were you a nerd in high school? I mean, I've always been a nerd. High school has no bearing on how long I've been a nerd. Or what time I specifically was a nerd. I was the vice president of my anime club. I was one of the only people that really dabbled in, like, video gaming beyond just, like, first-person shooters. LAN parties were more common than dance parties. You know, the whole 9 yards. If you guys know it. Most of you have lived it. That was me. I was never kind of your, would I say stereotypical nerd? I'm not even sure if that's really... We'll just put a full stack of osmium ingots in here. I can get more easily. Because I think we need 2 basic control circuits. Yeah, just 2. But yeah, I was never particularly like the bullied nerd stereotype. I did have bullies, but it helped that I'm not a small dude. You know, I'm 5'10", fairly decently built, so it's kind of easy to stand up for myself. I had like 1 or 2 guys that decided to pick on me, but that never really went very far. One guy was particularly tenacious, but I jump kicked him into a locker, which helped a lot. Don't do that. Unless you think you can get away with it, and even then, like, don't do it. It's not worth... Okay, so we want to do a couple of things here. So I want to have a cabinet. I want to have a hopper going into the cabinet. I want to have a energized smelter going into this. We're going to need power for this sucker. Do we think that'll do? Let's see if this works. Oh, the smelter just Output's top? Okay. I guess we'll just bust this whole thing up then. Okay, energized smelter. Side config. Oh. Okay, let's try this then. So this didn't work. Why not? Wait, Wander, the one in the middle is the bottom? How does that factor? Oh, this is awkward. I was really hoping this would specifically, like, I don't really appreciate the fact that there is no indication on which side is what here. Okay, so bottom is nothing. This is probably top. Okay. That work? Okay, I'm tearing this up for a second. It still doesn't wanna? There's a tool you can use from the mod that lets you configure things. You wanna... Do you know what that tool is? Okay, it's a wrench. Which wrench? Looks nice, shell. Okay, so we're looking for mechanism furnace. This one, configurator. Okay. Well, one way or another, let's go back and take a look at this. I think it's powered. But that would be input. Like, this thing is currently powered. Bottom is lower left. Middle is front. Upper is top. You sure? Bottom is lower left, middle is front, upper is top. Can't eject. Wait, need an item pipe will not feed from the cabinets. So, when people say it auto-outputs, that's not actually true. It needs certain shit. Oh my god. Alright. I'm just doing it the way I was going to do it, and all of you that are trying to tell me how this works should probably just stop, because it's getting worse, not better. There might be a better way to do this, but like... Sweet Jesus, hoppers work. And if this doesn't work, sure, fine. We'll go back to the drawing board and try and get it to work. But, like, I'm getting 1,000 different answers from people, and half of them are just not correct. But it's not auto-inputting either. I need to look up a guide on how to use a fueled furnace. That is going to be my consistent grump about this, is that, like, holy shit, who designed this? How does this work? Where's the user manual? There's no user manual. I have to Google around and, like, yeah, let's bring this over. So we want to look up... So, I was trying to look up how mechanical drying basins worked and how you were supposed to specifically set them up earlier. This is the most useful thing I could find. Everything else is just people complaining about it causing lag and some other stuff. Like, you straight up have to watch YouTubers guide you through this stuff. And, like, I don't want to do that while I'm sitting here streaming, because that's, I don't know. That's awkward, and I don't like it. So, right, energized smelter. So let's figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, what? Okay. Input, output, energy buffer. But that... None of this explains which side is what. God damn it. Okay. Red slot is the input slot to be melted. So we will need pipes. My current energy thing is working. Up left button called side config is the configuration of the energized smelter. So which side should receive energy as well as receive or emit items. Side is disabled, no cable connects to the side. In order for the machine to transfer its products to a pipe system or an adjacent machine, auto-eject must be enabled here. If the player holds the configurator in their hand... Okay, yeah, so we do need the configurator. Because trying to label this thing without the configurator is, of course, impossible for some weird reason. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to make a configurator. Now, I noticed there's two versions. One's... Oh, for powering items. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to make enriched alloy, which is actually really easy. Energy tablet. Also pretty easy. So I just gotta go get some more iron. But no, like, I get it. Like, once I know how I'm supposed to do these things, it makes perfect sense. The problem is, until you get to that point, it doesn't. And it won't. Let's just grab all of the blocks of redstone. I don't know. It's very much in the same vein as, like... Well, okay. We'll go with this. If Factorio Seablock is easier to understand at first glance than this, you're doing something slightly wrong. I like me some Factorio Seablock. Like, that is this game on steroids as far as I'm concerned. But, like, there's a gulf islands wide, or oceans wide, I guess would be the better way to put it. You know what? I'm just going to put in all of this. We're going to need a lot of enriched alloy for some reason. But, like, there are just a massive gulf in terms of, like, intuitive design, I guess. And I'm going to be slightly grumpo about it, because it's like, it could be so much better with so little effort. But no. Okay, let's see. Gonna get a bit of redstone. I might want to specifically get a crafting bench out here. I don't have one. Let's bust up this generator. I don't know if it's useful, but compared to the basic combustion generator that I'm rolling with, it's not better. Let's see. Next order of business. I figure we can just move a lot of these resources over here specifically. And have this be a secondary crafting zone. Okay, so can I make the configurator yet? No. Because we don't have the energy tablet. Okay, now we got the energy tablet, now we just need lapis lazuli. Are you ever going to do an update, going to update your skin, and why not do a contest and let people make it? No. That might seem callous, but, like, I don't ever want anybody else to make art for my channel that isn't Shell, generally, or some very specific people. Mainly because I'm a trained artist, and it would feel very strange for me. It would feel incredibly strange for me to have somebody else design any art for my channel. Like, I made this skin for myself. And I will probably at some point sit down and maybe modernize it. With all those extra, like, bits that you can add beyond. But I'm never gonna let anybody else touch my IP in that way. Okay, so that's blue? And that's red. I guess what we could do to keep this... I got a couple of things I can do. What I'd like to do, to some degree, is actually pipe all this power... I'd like to pipe all this power all the way into another location. Let's see, what do I need? I understand where you're coming from, but it's just not a thing for me. Okay, so we want to make a boatload of stairs. And power cables. It kind of feels like plagiarism. Yeah, kinda. Question is, do I want to make a lower level specifically for pipes? Yeah, would you ever pipe it under the island to keep it clear? That's actually what I'm thinking about right now.